Good morning and welcome to Get Moving. For some of the more observant amongst you, you might have recognised that I'm not Karen because I'm Anna. He hasn't had a sex change overnight. You are in the right place, it is still Get Moving. This is called Mixing It Up a Little. So we thought we'd give you a treat for Fitness Friday and you've got me today. Karen's absolutely fine. Hopefully he'll be along with the bubble lady who I can see the bubbles flying with Sarah. Maybe we've got a new Fingers of Fire. So good morning everybody and welcome to Fitness Friday. So it'll follow a similar sort of theme with a slight difference as we go through. You are fine, I can see that you're fine. As we go through the session and well, let's crack on and see how we go. So before we start, as ever, as Karen always reminds you, please share the video so that we can help lots more people. And we are going to go through, I've got my trusty timer, but we're also going to go back to counting just to ease me in gently. I'd rather count through the exercises and then we'll use the timer for the stuff that we're going to get you out of breath. You can do these exercises seated or standing. So whichever way round you're doing it, you can work really hard because the idea of today, Fitness Friday, is for you to get your heart rate up and get your breathing up and keep it there for as long as possible. Getting out of breath is good. So that's my mission. And we're going to start nice and simple. We're going to warm up gradually. So starting with our legs and we're going to march. So if you are seated, sitting nice and tall away from the back of your chair and your legs come up as high as you can. Big moves are good moves, remember. That doesn't change just because it's not Karen. And if you are standing, we are also marching on the spot. So we want as big a move as you can through your hip joints, get that blood flowing, get that heart starting to beat a bit faster, but build it up gradually. Okay, and we're going to do 20 of them. So there's a few of you here now, so let's get stuck in. So get those legs moving up as high as you can. If you need to, then make the move a bit smaller to start off with, and then gradually, as you feel a little better and a bit more movement, increase that move so that it's as big as you can do. And that's 20. That was fairly easy, wasn't it? So we're going to do some shadow boxing now. We're going to do 20 seconds worth, but there'll be 2 beats of the timer. So don't stop after the first one. We're going to keep going for 2 beats of the timer. So remember, shadow boxing. First round, so nice and steady. If you're seated, sitting nice and tall, twisting through the body. So we are doing fast hands, but it's not just arms. We want a big twist through the body as well, so that we're using the muscles in your tummy and we're getting you out of breath. If you are standing, move your feet if you can. So again, the same sort of thing, a twist through the body, but we want to keep the hands moving and the feet moving. 2 beats of the timer, remember. So don't get giddy and stop after the first one. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, as Sarah says, aim for your target. I wonder who that might be. You can do to the head, to the body, that's halfway. Or we can do around the side, up to the top. Keep going. Nice and steady to start off with. And rest. So that's round 1 over and done with. So now we're going to go to shoulder rolls. So we're aiming for as big a move through the shoulder as we possibly can. So seated or standing. If you can, we're going to do 20 of these again. So if you can, we're going to introduce our arms. But if you can't, just roll your shoulders. So are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So a big move is a good move. Oh, I mustn't forget to count, must I? I'm not used to this counting malarkey. It is harder than it looks. to talk and count. That's 4. Really squeezing your shoulder blades together on your back chest. That's the bit of your back, your upper back, but for me, back chest explains it perfectly. Sarah and Karen laugh at me about that, but I don't care. So if you can't bring your arms in, just roll your shoulders and do as big a move as you can do. I think that's 12. But keep, I think that's 13. Oh, I must remember to keep counting. Karen, I will never laugh at you again for your counting. Well, I will. Keep the move going. We've got 4 more left to go. As big a move as you can do, and get ready to get out of breath again in 2 more. Okay. Right, this time, instead of shadow boxing, we're doing fast feet. So a bit of a change to the normal Fitness Friday. The idea is still the same. We're going to get you out of breath. So this time, as fast as you can go, you can do them seated, and as big a move as you can do, and as fast as you can do, or standing. I don't mind which one you do. Well, I do. If you can stand, I want you to be standing. But we're only doing 10 seconds worth. So 1 beep of the timer. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. So as fast as you can go. Little moves. Build them up if you need to. So start slowly and then move to as fast as you can go. And stop. Okay, so your heart rate should be getting up there a bit now. And you're breathing. Let's crack on. Knee bends. So if you are seated away from the back of the chair, switch my timer off, and kick your feet out so that your legs are straight and you get as much movement out of your knees as you can. If you are standing, kick your bottoms. So you need to move from side to side to keep your balance, and as big a move as you can do. 20 of them. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. Keep up with me on the pace, or do as many as you can do, assuming that I remember to keep counting, that is, but do as big a move as you can do. If you need to move to build the move up gradually, then do so. We're nearly there. Last 2. Okay, back to shadow boxing this time. So not as much rest. We're going to crack straight on through. 2 beats of the timer. Seated or standing. Standing if you can. In 3, 2, 1. Away you go. So really twist through that body. Aim for your target. Fast hands. As fast hands as you can do. And really twist through. So standing up now. Aim for your target. Move your feet if you can. Light on your feet. Okay, and rest. Okay, switch my timer off this time. Where are we up to? Sarah's favourite, twists. So cracking straight on, seated or standing. Are we ready? We're twisting all the way round through the spine. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So a big twist round. Aiming for a big move through the chest. So all the way around, as much movement through the spine as you can. This is really good for looking after your upper spine in particular, and good for your posture, because our spine should move. It should be able to move through and twist round, and that, if we can keep moving and we stop it getting stiff, it helps us ward off those aches and pains that we can get when we do get stiff. Okay, and that's 20. Right, fast feet. Just 10 seconds worth. We might have a little surprise with the fast feet at the end, but that'd be giving the game away. So are we ready? Seated or standing? 3, 2, 1, go. So as fast as you can go. Build up the pace. Little fast moves. Imagine the floor is hot and you are running as fast as you can. Okay, and rest. So what's next? Double tap. So if you're seated, knee comes up to your hand Again, sitting nice and tall, don't slump backwards when that knee comes up. If we are standing, then we're practicing our balance as well. Knee up to hand. Use support if you need to, but as big a move as you can do. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, knee up to your hand. If you need to do a smaller move to start off with, that's fine. Particularly if you are a little bit out of breath. Balancing can be a little bit harder when we're out of breath. And if you are out of breath, that's good. That's 10, I think. So, knee up as high as you can go. You can use support if you need to, but try and use as little as possible. Last 5 to do. Sitting tall if you're doing these seated. Try not to slump backwards. And last one, perfect. Okay, we're back to boxing. So 2 rounds of the beeper. We're going to crack straight on in to keep that heart rate up. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, if you're seated, a big twist through the body. Don't forget, it's not just arms. So you're using your belly and you're using your heart and lungs. You should be getting out of breath. As fast hands as you can do. Aim for your target. Okay, that's 20 seconds. And rest. Well, not too long, because it's my favourite now. Side bends. We're not doing the exercise of the week, mainly because I haven't got a band that I can do it with here. So we're doing side bends, which are my favourites. And I think that's only fair. So, seated or standing. One arm over if you can, and if not, reaching down to the side. So, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So a big stretch over and a big stretch down. We're aiming to stay bending to the side, so try not to bend forwards. We're bending sideways, and we're aiming for as big a move as you can do. If you can't lift that arm over the top, that's absolutely fine. Just go for the side bend. But if you can reach over, do as much as you can do. Have a try, you might surprise yourself. And I think that's 15. Keep going, we're nearly there. And then we're back into fast feet. I think we've got 2 more. I forgot to count those last couple. Okay, we'll call that a 20. Perfect. Right, so fast feet again, if you are seated. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. As fast as you can. Sitting in the chair, sitting tall. If you're standing, as fast as you can go. Little moves. It doesn't matter as long as it's as fast as you can go. That's the main thing. Right, sit, stands and squats. So, if you are seated, feet back underneath you, weight forwards, stand up and sit back down under control. And do as many as you can do whilst we're doing the squats. If you are squatting, exactly the same, weight goes back and down, knees wide, feet flat, and stand all the way at the top. So we'll crack on and I'll talk you through making it easier as we go. So we're doing 20 of them. I'll face you, it's easier, you don't have to see my back. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So squat down and up. And we're going to try and do these reasonably quick because we want to keep that heart rate up. So, if you need to, go a little bit lower. The lower you go in the squat, the harder it is. So build it up gradually. You're using the muscles in your legs. Strong legs are really important for general movement, for balance. So, this is the most useful exercise for working the muscles in your legs. I think that's 15, so we've got 5 more. So try and push yourself to do it a little bit lower if you can. Focus on what you can do. Knees stay wide. Last one. Okay, and then back to shadow boxing. So quick breather, and then 20 seconds, 2 beats of the timer, don't forget. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, fast hands, aim for the body, aim for the head, swap your feet if you can, keep light on your feet, move your feet as much as you can, but today, because it's Fitness Friday, out of breath. So, we're aiming for punching and twisting through the body. That's the main thing. Right, where are we up to? Ankles. Ankles and tightrope walking. So I'm just going to move the bench out of the way. So if you are seated, a nice big exaggerated ankle move on both sides. So point and flex. Again, ankles are really important for mobility and balance. Can you see me in the corner? Do it here. If you are standing, tightrope walking, heel toe, heel toe. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I haven't got my imaginary line on the carpet or on the floor in my gym. How remiss of me. So, heel toe, use your arms to balance. The closer to a tightrope, I'm going to disappear out of shot. The closer to a tightrope, I'm coming backwards now, toe, heel, the harder it is. The wider your feet, the easier it is. So you focus on what you can do with that exaggerated ankle move. So we're really exaggerating as much movement. Oh, fallen over the bench. So one more time, because second time is always better. So we're going forwards, heel, toe. Relax through the rest of your body if you can. That helps with your wobbles, with your wobbliness, which as we know is all really good. Wobbling helps us regain our balance. I'm coming backwards now. Here I am. Toe, heel, all the way back. And we're getting ready for fast feet. We're nearly finished, I promise. There's a big finale at the end. Your breathing is likely to be coming back down a little bit now, and that's okay. But now we're going to get it back up there. So, fast feet. Are you ready? Seated or standing? 3, 2, 1, go. So, T-Rex arms. I make a fantastic T-Rex, I think. I'm not quite as good as Karen on the castanets, but we can go as fast as we can go. Okay, so we're getting up to the final bits. Shadow boxing. We're going to do 3 rounds of 20. So, 2 beats of the timer, and then we'll have a bit of a rest. But we are working now to get out of breath and stay out of breath. Last big effort, so do as much as you can do. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, we're twisting through the body, moving the feet if you can. Aim for the head, aim for the body. You can change direction, that's halfway, or you can change feet, you can move forwards, you can move backwards, you can do as many punches as you can do. Okay, that's your first round. Have a little breather, and we'll go again in a second. Second time's always better, so let's see what you can do. We are nearly there, so don't hold back. You're going to have a rest very soon. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, twisting through the body, even if you are seated. So make sure you've got fast hands and you are twisting right through that body, using your tummy muscles. It's not just about arms, and we're working as fast as we can and as much as we can. I'm actually getting quite warm. So, have a rest, have a rest, have a rest. So we've got the final round of shadow boxing and then a little finale at the end of that. Don't hold back, last bit of shadow boxing. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So, we're going to punch. We're going to punch as hard as we can, and we're going to twist through that body. Who are you punching? Who are you picturing? That's halfway. Changing sides. To the head. To the body. Okay. Keep it going. That's a rest. That's it for your shadow boxing. Well done. Now, before your heart rate and your breathing comes back too far, we're going to finish with a couple of rounds of fast feet. So we're going to do 10 seconds, have a very quick breather, and then we're finishing with a final 10 seconds. So, are you ready? As fast as you can, and build up the pace if you need to. Get a rhythm, and then go, go, go. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So as fast as you can. Have T-Rex arms if you like. I don't quite know what Karen does with his hands. Castanet arms or whatever it is. But as fast as you can go. And rest. Okay, we've got one more. We've got one more 10 seconds, and then that's it. So big effort. Final effort now. 3, 2, 1, go. This is where we get fitter. I can see loads of messages coming in, I just can't read them. Fast, fast, fast feet, as fast as you can go. And I know I've got T-Rex arms. And rest. Well done. Well done. That is the end of your Fitness Friday. So, I hope it wasn't, I hope it was a nice surprise with it being me and not Karen. Karen will be back next week. He will be back on Monday with Mobility Monday. And have a fantastic weekend. Just let your breathing come back to normal. Just sit and relax. You've done really, really well. Fitness Friday is all about getting you out of breath, keeping you out of breath, and doing it often. That's how we get fitter. And our heart and lungs are equally as important to exercise as the rest of our muscles and the rest of our joints. That just helps with all of the everyday stuff that we do. So the fitter we are, the better. So getting out of breath is really good for us. And sometimes it can feel a bit hard work getting out of breath, and so we stop, which is why we practice staying out of breath for a little bit longer, and then we get good at what we do. So if you practice it, then you get better at it. That's the theory. Plus we have a bit of a laugh along the way, hopefully. So thank you everybody for joining in. Have a fantastic weekend. I think the weather's a bit rubbish tomorrow, so we might need an umbrella or two. But whatever you get up to, have fun, stay safe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to check out the website. And on the website, there's a donate button, so you can donate if you can for Karen. We really, really appreciate it. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. The rest of your Fitness Friday. Go and have a sit down and a cup of tea. And we'll see you next week. Have fun, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.